Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to Alter Yin, the first video of 2026. And I'm currently staying at an Airbnb, and it was a no-brainer for me to do some yoga, joined by the birds, the pollinators, the moon, the climbing hydrangea, the sweet smelling rose, the alliums, the foxgloves, the lamb's ear. The list goes on and on. There's just too much beauty here. And something that I enjoy about doing these videos is that regardless of what the internal environment is like, i.e. the state of your mind, as well as the external environment, maybe you're doing it in a cramped little room, you get to experience and relive the joyous sounds of nature and the joyous sights of nature as well. So you've always got access to those. So yes, enjoy and let's yin. Let's find a comfortable position, a position that we'll spend a few minutes in to center ourselves, to ground ourselves, to intentionally relax. It might be the case that you're already attuned to and sensitive to the experiences within your body. We've got a multitude of experiences happening. Blood is flowing everywhere, each and every second. Positive feelings, uncomfortable feelings, neutral feelings. It's worthwhile remembering that we're able to alter our experience and perception of the body. And so for the whole of this practice, we want to work towards having a pleasant abiding in our bodies. If it's the case that your body's feeling a little bit restless, let's work outside inwards. There are a range of birds that we can hear right now. It's not the case that they're all competing for attention. Different birds produce different sounds depending upon what they want to communicate. Pay attention to all of the sounds and the variances. Gradually over time, we'll feel relaxed. And with that ease, we can better drift into hearing and feeling what our body is saying and telling us. In the same way how we were listening to the birds outside of us, is the same way how I'd encourage you to feel the sensations of the body in a passive, more observational stance. And keep in mind this dynamic throughout the entirety of this yoga practice. So for some of the positions, I am going to be using a bolster, but this is completely optional. And we want to make our way into a caterpillar pose. So for me, I've placed the bolster directly beneath my knees, and I'm gently, gradually over time going to fold closer to my knees. You may use a bolster, you may have blocks, you may have nothing. We're going to be in this position for around 4 minutes, and we're either going to pay attention to the birds or the sensations within our body, or both. We can begin to rise up and make our way into hero pose. Again, you may want to find a suitable back support, or you may prefer no support. I'm placing the bolster directly beneath my back to allow my spine to gently roll onto it. This is creating a deep arch in the spine, and I'm crossing my legs too, raising my arms above my head. For me, it's such a dramatic and open pose, intense in the best way possible. But if you need to decrease the intensity, please listen to your body and inhale deeply for the next few minutes. We can begin to rise as we have a counter stretch and access happy baby. Likewise, this can be done with or without support. For me, I'm choosing to have the bolster sort of where my coccyx is, elevating my hips, and rather than initially grabbing onto my feet, I'm going for the back of my thighs first, knowing that when I want to increase the intensity of the stretch, I'll reach for my feet. Take your time and listen to your body. so we can begin to rise up out of that position and access supported bridge pose. Support is optional, so you can simply pull your right knee towards your chest whilst your left leg is fully straight, or you can put some support beneath your buttocks and likewise pull your right leg to your chest. Now let's swap sides, ensuring that our opposite leg is pulled towards our chest and the opposite leg is kept straight. we can rise up and begin to access dragonfly or straddle pose. Again, you might find support helpful here. So for me, I'm using my bolster to rest my forearms onto, gradually lowering my back over time. And it's fine if your back is rounded. We don't want to build any tension. We want to do the opposite. We want to relax into the pose. Feet and toes facing skyward or to the corners of the wall. Listen to your body and do whatever feels most comfortable. We can rise up out of that posture and access our penultimate posture, a deep squat. And we can rise out of that position and access corpse pose, bathing in the landscape, the sound landscape that we've been paying attention to. Hopefully it's been a mix of birdsong and the song and rhythm of the blood flow and breathing, keeping our hands and our minds and our hearts open towards everything that is surrounding us. The moon is somewhere, the sun is somewhere, the birds are somewhere, our breath is right here, and we're all connected, we're all whole in this experience that we've cultivated patiently and diligently. In having our palms open towards the sky, it's a direct act of saying with our bodies that we are surrendering to the experience, fully relaxed, fully giving ourselves to the practice. And we can begin to move our extremities, our feet, our hands. Let's wiggle them. Give some opposite energy into our body now. Gently preparing to rise up, access a seated pose, and bow to one another. Or the option is there for you to remain in corpse pose for however long you want to. And so if you choose to, let's access a comfortable seating posture. Join in, palms touching one another at the center of our chest. And let's bow to one another. And I sincerely thank you for allowing me to be part of your practice today. Hopefully you've experienced some joy. Hopefully you can maintain this for as long as possible. Namaste.